DA Sports coverage of the NFL playoffs brings us to the home of the Ravens. Sold out M&T Bank Stadium in Baltimore, Maryland. Coming up, it's Divisional Round Saturday, and we've got an AFC battle on tap between the Miami Dolphins and the Baltimore Ravens.
Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
The first of 4 berths in the conference championships on the line here as divisional weekend in the NFL is underway. Jakeem Grant now to return. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25. DA Sports coverage of the NFL playoffs brings us to the home of the Ravens. Sold out M&T Bank Stadium in Baltimore, Maryland. Coming up, it's Divisional Round Saturday, and we've got an AFC battle on tap between the Miami Dolphins and the Baltimore Ravens.
Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
The first of 4 berths in the conference championships on the line here as divisional weekend in the NFL is underway. Here's the first carry from Matt Breida. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Larry
Ogunjobi there to make the tackle.
A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 26-yard line.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. He'll have a first down past the 40. And he takes it all the way up to the 47. A gain there of 21 yards. Good job there to locate his tight end, Charles, in the middle of the field.
Yeah, he has good pass-catching abilities, and if they're able to continue to find him here in the early going, I think it'll help out his teammates out on the perimeter. You can take the big shots later if he occupies their attention.
Here's Breida. He gets it forward for 4, maybe 5, but the flags fly. And this one could be coming back. So some holding over on the left side of that O-line.
And I know for the guys trying to move those big defensive people, they'd love for them to stay in one spot. But they move around so quick and so fast that sometimes you just have to grab them.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. Now Tua. But when this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line. And certainly, look, you're on the road in the playoffs. That is a suboptimal start, opening drive INT.
And, partner, sometimes I wonder, do these teams talk about it to such an extent that maybe you almost talk yourself into the turnover when you're trying to avoid it?
Yeah, maybe they get a little too worried about keeping the football, and then you give it to the other team right off the bat. And, look, we said it, on the road, this is just a terrible, terrible start for them.
It is, and now they've got to rely on their defense.
After the interception, here's Jackson. They'll find Hines out of the backfield. Give him 7 on the play, and it'll be a 2nd down.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 41-yard line.
First carry for the former Buckeye, J.K. Dobbins. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
Well, I can certainly tell my age, partner, because when I was a kid, running backs like J.K. Dobbins with over 2,000 yards in their final season in college, they went early in the draft. Instead, he somehow lasted until the 2nd round. But how great is it to get a guy with that ability who can run it inside, run to the perimeter, and catch the football out of the backfield, and be able to get him in the 2nd round? That's what I call a steal.
Now Jackson on 1st down. This will be caught inside the 10. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. Charles, did I just hear that right? They declined the personal foul. 3 yards, they just declined them.
And I have to think that the official is thinking to himself, did I just hear that correctly, that you declined that one? All I can think of is that someone on the field got confused.
Must have.
It had to, because you're going to take the yards on that penalty each and every time.
They'll try to run with Dobbins. And he is going to lose yardage here. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down.
Well, I know defensive coordinator is going to be pretty excited about what he just saw there. Great knockback by their front. And now with the ball where it is, I would expect to see the offense throw the ball on 2nd and 3rd down here.
From back at the 4, here's 2nd and goal. One more time with Dobbins. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. No gain on the play there. They're going to need to come up with something better here on 3rd and goal.
3rd and goal.
3rd and goal. Jackson. Got a man. It's caught for a Ravens touchdown. J.K. Dobbins there to make the grab. And the Ravens have taken the early lead. Things could just not have started any better for them. They get the turnover, the football right away, able to capitalize on offense for 6.
And we're talking about setting a tone in any game, right? The first points of a ball game. How about during the playoffs? Vitally important, and they've done that in this one.
Takes this about 5 yards deep. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
The Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 to score as they start 1st and 10. And that is incomplete.
The touch and time here critical for those types of throws. He put a lot of zip on that one. Needed just a little bit more finesse trying to get it to his back.
Tua once again here on 2nd and 10. Complete, the tight end Kelsey. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets this football out shy of the 30 to the 29.
1st down, Dolphins.
Tua now on 1st down. And he rifles one incomplete. His favorite target, Travis Kelsey, the intended receiver. But it's going to be 2nd down.
Nowadays, quarterbacks don't mind throwing into coverage because of the confidence they have in their receivers to come down with the ball. But sometimes you have to be careful you don't get too confident and throw an interception.
On the handoff, this is Breida. Not much room here as he only gets it to about the 30. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves him with 3rd and 9 looming.
Gain of a yard. And it's 3rd down.
Out of the gun on 3rd down. Here's Tua. And it's caught by Parker. And he is going to have the Dolphins 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. No catches for him in the wild card win last week, but he's got a 1st quarter grab here. So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 34. From the gun, it's Tua. Throwing right, and that's complete. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Just one catch for him last week in the wild card win, but getting involved early here and picks up the 1st. They go counter with Breida. And a short gain here down to the 22. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
Tua wants to throw it on second down. Going to throw deep for the end zone. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Play number 9 on the drive coming up, and they need 9 yards on third down. Tagovailoa working out of the gun. And that is incomplete.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well. Incomplete.
Rosa's kick is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, partner, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone and get you 6?
At their own 25-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And that last touchdown drive they had very balanced. How key is that balance?
It's huge because most of the time when we talk about balance is run.
The Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down. Kyle Van Noy in there to get him. It's a loss of 5. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. Another try after the first down sack. Jackson. And he's going to go down again. Kyle Van Noy able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
So, Brandon, we've sat in with a lot of coaches, and when they talk about things they want to accomplish offensively, I'm not sure that sack and sack are on their play sheet.
Now after that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens. From the gun, Jackson. That's complete to Hines out of the backfield. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. An incredible play there. They do get big yardage, but they're still stopped a yard or 2 short, and it's 4th down. The Ravens send their punter out now. Jakeem Grant back deep for Miami. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. Fair catch called for and made, but now we'll have to see about the penalty. Football 101, you've got to let the guy catch the ball.
You have to know the ball is there. You have to know it's arrived. Otherwise, you're going to get flagged every time.
Now it's 1st and 10 after a costly penalty there on 4th down. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. Looking downfield for Kelsey. That's caught inside the 20. That one good for 37 yards.
We saw these guys have some big plays in their wild card win last week, and they're certainly going to need to continue to put up plays like we just saw there if they hope to continue to move on in these playoffs.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw to the goal line, but it's incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
Marcus Peters on the coverage.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. his running back. And he'll take it from the 18 to the 15, a gain of 3. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
And it's 3rd down.
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Looking to pass. Tua. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Michael Davis. There he goes, left side. He's at the 30.
Pay me, I'll do this for free.
And he will bring this back. It's a pick 6 and a Raven touchdown. And we'll see if that pick 6 looms large as this game continues, because we've seen plays like that alter a lot of playoff contests over the years.
I would agree with that totally. And you often think to yourself, why do they alter it so much? Because after games, don't we hear coaches and players say, well, one play doesn't usually determine the outcome? But I don't think that's really true, do you? Because there's times when we see plays like that, and all of a sudden the momentum jumps to that team side, it deflates the other side, and they never pick it back up. And then things really go from there, don't they?
That's the thing for me. We talk about momentum changes. A play like that is the ultimate momentum change.
At their own 22-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. And last time, decent field position through the pick 6. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position, not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
Tagovailoa to throw on 2nd down here. That's caught over the middle by Hurst. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one good for 26 and a 1st down.
And the Dolphin 1st down.
Going to the air, Tagovailoa. And he's going to be swallowed up. Sacked back at the 45-yard line. Samson Abuka. Credit him with a sack, and it goes as a loss of 6. 2nd quarter action, 2 minutes to go on Divisional Round Weekend. We remind you, as we've done all year, that coming up at halftime, we will visit with Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll let you know what's going on here on a very eventful divisional round weekend. And his throw's going to be incomplete. The intended receiver was Jakeem Grant, and now it's 3rd down. Defensively, Charles, they continue to really limit this offense as far as yardage goes.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been assignment sound, staying in their lanes, keeping proper leverage, and communicating well, too. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Here's Tua. And the throw there going to be incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early, and now it's 4th down. As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent. And that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
This is taken around the 12. A 40-yard punt, 5 yards on the return. And the Ravens, they'll take over.
1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone.
On the tackle. A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6 at the 22-yard line.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. From the gun, it's Jackson. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. He was looking for his tight end, Mark Andrews, there. And it'll bring up 3rd down.
Well, when you've got a tight end who can run, you've got to give him a shot to unlock the defense. Want to see what they can get, taking the big shot downfield. That one winds up incomplete.
On 3rd down, Jackson. That's complete. It's Devin Duvernay. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a 1st down.
Raven. 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
Jackson from the shotgun. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Kyle Van Noy able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his 3rd sack of the afternoon. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. They'll come up after the sack on a 2nd and 12. Another try after the 1st down sack. Jackson, his throw incomplete. Devin Duvernay, the intended receiver. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on 1st down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
Hey, check Mike 57, Mike 57. Here we go.
To throw is Jackson. To throw on 3rd down. Over the middle, complete. That's Hines. And he will have a Ravens 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. The Ravens going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. A couple of 1st downs has the football positioned at the 43 as they come up 1st and 10. From the gun, Jackson. He's going deep for Brown. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Quandre Diggs. That late in the clock, 2nd quarter, why not just run it a time or 2 and get it into the locker room?
What you're saying makes absolutely perfect sense. Run it and get out of there. But I'm just wondering if the pressure of today's NFL and the high-powered offenses that you're facing may have forced them into saying, let's try and get some more points.
Stepping up, he'll try and run. Now the Dolphins going to burn the 1st of their timeouts as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1.
2nd and 10 at the 28-yard line.
On 2nd down, Tua. Dancing, and he's going to lose a yard or 2. Taken down behind the line. The Dolphins going to take their 2nd timeout as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half.
Third.
So now after the sack, Tua and the Dolphins staring at a 3rd and long.
Let's go defense. Let's go defense.
Tua sets up to pass it. Oh, and Tua going to be intercepted for the 3rd time. Picked off by Michael Davis. And a potential turning point as they'll get the football in very good field position late in this first half.
Take over 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He's got the 1st down here inside the 30 and all the way down to the 25-yard line. And the timeout comes in with 2 seconds remaining. So they can trot out the field goal unit for the try before we hit the lockers. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. This from 42 yards out. And the 10-year vet knocks it through the goalpost. So it's on to halftime in this AFC Divisional Round matchup as we get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Aldrich Rosa set to kick off.
Win or go home, that's the name of the game, and we're back underway with the second half of this AFC Divisional Round. Taken in the end zone. And the half will begin with a touchback. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Operating from the gun. Jackson buying time to his left. And that is incomplete.
I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. From the gun, Jackson got a man and he hits him in stride. And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. A big one there for the Ravens. It goes for 18. Throwing on first down, it's Jackson. Catch is made by Marquise Brown. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Well, that's good for a first down. There's a guy who went over 1,000 yards receiving in the regular season, and now he's got his first catch of the playoffs.
10 at the 34-yard line.
Nyheim Hines, his first carry. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
He winds up getting only a couple there, down to the 29.
Well, every now and then we have to let a cliche fly, partner, and in this case, what do they say in the NFL? Your best ability is often your availability. And this is an extremely durable kid coming out of Ohio State. Carried the ball every time they even thought about running it. Wore down defenses and able to break big runs late in games. J.K. Dobbins going to Baltimore, an absolute perfect fit.
And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down. They're going for it with Dobbins. And he gets the first down here as he's taken down at the 24. They only got a couple, but a couple's all that they needed as they convert on 4th. And the coach has decided to challenge this play. He has tossed down the red flag. Well, he challenged the play. It did not pay off.
And that means he lost a timeout in that challenge.
And as a coach, you hate that. Don't know if you took the advice of the player. You threw it yourself, but it didn't go your way.
At the end of the day, it all comes back to the head coach. He has the final determination on whether to actually challenge the play or not. In this case, it didn't pay off for him.
And that's got to be so heartbreaking. You throw that flag, you probably feel really confident, and then all of a sudden, boom, you lose the challenge.
Yeah, when you take a look at it, you're throwing that flag because you believe you're going to be right. And when it comes back to
Fighting for the end zone. He lost the football. It's out. And this is picked up by the Dolphins. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
I don't care what the scoreboard says, partner. You know who's winning this game right now?
Mother Nature?
Yes, indeed. Precipitation's winning in a big way. Sloppy. All these turnovers right now.
Yeah, well, this was the forecast. We got what was forecasted, and we've gotten a lot of turnovers. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up second down.
At the 22.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
Now Tua. To the right side and complete to Hurst. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40.
It is fun to watch the big man work the middle of the field. How about that post route there? Did an excellent job of getting his head around to look the football in and gain significant yardage.
Now a play fake here on first down. Looking for Kelsey on the deep ball. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. Travis Kelsey, the Pro Bowl tight end, the intended target.
Let's go, 950, 950. What we got? Hey, 950, 950. Stop your body. 950. It's our time.
Here's Tagovailoa on 1st and 10. That is caught right at the 10-yard line. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. This duo locked in, 14 yards there, and a first down.
Check my 50. Mike is a 50. Check my 50.
And he'll give it here to his running back. He pushes forward from maybe 3 down to the 6-yard line.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Breida. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. It'll be a gain of 5, and it's going to set up a 3rd and goal. Now whistles and a flag, and I believe a Dolphin got going a little early. Bad time for a false start penalty as they're backed up now for 3rd and goal. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. The quick slant caught. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. A terrific job there to keep him out of the end zone. And now it'll be 4th and goal.
And goal at the 1-yard line.
And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Tua Tagovailoa keeping it himself from a yard out. And the Dolphins able to get this back within a touchdown. And it's up through the goalposts. It's 17-10.
Makes the score Ravens 17, Dolphins 10. Aldrich Rosas.
Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, punt the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise, it's going to be a long day for you.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. His first reception of the divisional round matchup, and it's good for a first down as well.
At the 43-yard line.
Operating from the gun, Jackson. Forced out to his left. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Andrews. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. A gain of 32 that time. So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 25-yard line. 1 quarter remains for the right to advance to the AFC title game. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Now Jackson on first down. And he's going to go down here, a sack. They push him back to the 34. Kyle Van Noy. Who else? He's in there for his 4th sack of the afternoon. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Another try after the first down sack. Jackson. They'll find Hines out of the backfield. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 15-yard line. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Jackson on the give to Dobbins. And able to surge forward for about 5 yards down to the 10. I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up 2nd down. Another run here with Dobbins. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. That leads us to a 1st and goal. It's a pickup of 8. How about this offensive line? They're really starting to establish themselves, take over this game.
And before the series began, I know exactly what we said in the defensive huddle. Guys, we got to get no less than a 3 and out. Let's get off the field. Instead, they can't find any.
And he'll get in. Touchdown, Baltimore. J.K. Dobbins. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Ravens will add on to their lead. A strong, determined run there, Charles, to get in for 6 points.
This is why it's such a team game, isn't it? And I know it sounds really generic and it sounds almost trite, but the blocks were made up front, offensive line, collective victory at the line of scrimmage and downfield. And how about the finish to the run all the way into the end zone?
And this will be a touchback as Grant opts not to return it.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And this could be the defining moment of their season, all hyperbole aside. You're trailing here in the 4th quarter, the divisional round. And they need to come up with something as they get this drive started. On first down, intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked by Tarvarius Moore. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. If they had designs of kind of wiggling their way back into this one, that hurts their chances right there.
I had to put it mildly. Look at the lead, look at the deficit, trying to make a play downfield. Everyone seeking to be somewhat the hero. Didn't turn out that way at all, and you're exactly right. It's going to take a lot for them to have a chance to win this one now.
After the interception, here's Jackson. He's going deep for Brown. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Marquise Brown, 38 yards. And the Ravens turn that interception into a touchdown. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21 points.
The score, Ravens 31, Dolphins 10.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Their hopes of advancing past this divisional round hanging by a thread, if that, as they begin here with a 1st and 10 on the wrong side of the scoreboard. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Incomplete. Marlon Humphrey on the coverage.
On play action, here's Tua. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 27 yards there, a 1st down.
On the play. 1st down, Miami.
They fake the handoff, now Tua. This taken in by Jakeem Grant. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. First catch for him in these playoffs. He was held without one last week, but he's got a 1st down on that effort. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Jakeem Grant, 32 yards. And the Dolphins are able to draw a bit closer.
When we draw defenses on the board, we do account for every receiver. But on that particular play, somehow he was wide open, became an easy touchdown pass.
You always worry about the plant foot in the snow, but no problems there. And the lead will be cut down to 14. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. On the return, it's Nyheim Hines. Now a hit and a loose football. And this is picked up by the Dolphins. And this is brought all the way back. A fumble recovery and taken to the house for a Miami touchdown.
Rosas lining up for the extra point.
And all of a sudden, we've got a ball game. They get the touchdown. Then on the kickoff, they get another touchdown, picking up the fumble, taking it to the house in just a matter of moments. 2 quick scores, Charles.
Every time we start to neglect special teams and big plays that occur off of them, something like this happens that reminds us we've got ourselves a game now.
And they've got it. They recovered it. Wait, hang on now, though. There's a penalty flag down. So they touched it before it went 10, and that's obviously not going to help their comeback bid here in the 4th.
No, not at all, and they're trying to get something going after one there, but you've got to give yourself a chance. Let it go 10 before you touch it.
I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. 1st and 10. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. A good pickup there, 26 yards. On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. Able to stay in bounds, and the clock keeps rolling. And this defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of desperation creeping in. And all you're doing when you're talking to your defensive teammates is, first guy there, hold him up. 2nd, 3rd guy in, rake at the football. Get it out. We've got to create a turnover because one more score, and this game's over.
And he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line, he's sacked. The perennial Pro Bowler Aaron Donald gets the sack. Now the Dolphins will use the last of their timeouts. So that will leave them with no timeouts left. Still plenty of time on the clock. We'll see how that affects things here in this 4th quarter. Here's Jackson on 3rd and long. He's going to go up top for the end zone. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. It's the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. Then he'll be brought down at his own 10-yard line. So, my goodness, I wouldn't have thought this possible not too long ago, but that turnover there means we have a game again.
Yeah, it's been a completely different team here in the second half. I just wonder on the other side of the field, where the starters telling the backups, get ready, you're going to get some playing time. And now guess what? Hope they didn't cut the tape off of their wrists and ankles. They've got to go back out there and play.
After the turnover, it's Tua. And he will find his man on the outside. And able to get it across the 20 before they get to him. Nice way to start the drive. A gain of 12 and a first down.
Dolphins.
From the gun, it's Tua. Tua hit, and the ball is out. So apparently some grabbing of the jersey there on the O-line.
Yeah, just look in the interior, and that's where the penalty occurred.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. Tagovailoa working out of the gun. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course.
Well, that plays a statistic that's going to go on the defensive team stat sheet. Won't necessarily reflect in ours, right, the overall game sheet. But you and I know that they keep count on pressures, hits on quarterbacks, all those things, hoping to increase that throughout the game. And here we are in the 4th quarter, and they got a big one.
Yeah, it's such a close game, a very big one. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first timeout. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. Looking downfield for Kelsey. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
My first thought is surprise, because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
On 3rd and long, it's Tagovailoa. Brought in over the middle by Grant. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. A real letdown defensively. That was 3rd and a bundle, but they allow the conversion. So the Dolphins have it as we welcome you back in. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Setting to throw on first down is Tua. And that'll be incomplete. Tagovailoa was unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is he just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
Back to throw is Tua. He's going to let it fly. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Marcus Peters. Well, that puts a little bit of a wrinkle in their comeback bid.
Yeah, everything had turned around for them, hadn't it? I mean, things were now going their way. But you did mention it's a wrinkle in their comeback bid. It's not the death knell for them by any stretch, but now they've got some extra work to do in order to climb all the way back.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And still a little bit of time left, but the defense can't stop the clock, so 3 kneel downs should be enough to finish this one off. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And this is, oh my goodness, he pulled it in one-handed. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Hollywood Marquise Brown, 79 yards. And the Ravens will extend their lead.
This is exactly where I expect teams to take a shot. Right after a turnover, you count on the defense being a little bit jumbled coming out on the field, maybe catch them back on their heels, and that's exactly what they did there. They threw it downfield and really created a big play.
Yeah, you said jumbled. They were the definition of jumbled defensively. One play and into the end zone. The lane opens here. He's past the 30.
The Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 36-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. Oh, he dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle third. He couldn't catch it. Now 3rd down. Now Tua on the bootleg here. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. That one good for 13 and a Dolphin 1st down. Here's 2nd and 10. Tua setting up shop to throw again. Complete, the tight end Kelsey. And he's going to be taken down with the 1st down at the Ravens 37. Give him 14 on that one and a 1st down. 2nd and 10. Now a play fake. Here's Tagovailoa. Now a desperation. Got a man. It's caught inside the 10. The Ravens going to use the 2nd of their timeouts.
1st and goal.
That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Again, they will throw it with Tagovailoa. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. He was looking again for Kelsey there on that play, but it'll be 2nd and goal.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
And again, it's Tagovailoa. And he takes this one into the end zone, and all of a sudden, here in the final minute, things get a little bit tighter.
Touchdown.
I'm not sure win-win is the proper term here, but it certainly felt like it. They got the touchdown they needed, but if I'm on the defensive side of the ball, okay, you got the touchdown, but it sure took you a long time.
Yeah, because offensively, there, you're probably hoping for a 1 to 5 play drive. That one ate up a little more time than they were hoping.
You're exactly right, and if you have that 1 to 5 play drive, you actually build up momentum and even more hope. When they had to slog their way downfield, they got the touchdown, but it's almost like, yeah, you know,
doesn't feel right.
Exactly.
A big mistake in that spot. You got to let it go, Tim.
They didn't give themselves a chance. They had an opportunity, touched it first. Now they're in a really bad spot.
Dobbins running out of the gun. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets them back now for second down.
The tackle made back at his 48-yard line.
Oh, Jackson's going to throw it towards the end zone for Brown. Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Good positioning, and it's picked off.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They can't do much at this point, partner. This one is going to go down in the loss column.
You don't make up for what has happened during the game. In this sequence here, maybe you hand it off and let someone run the ball if you so choose. But otherwise, just kneel down, call it a day, and try and prepare going forward.
So the big play nullified, illegal forward pass.
And maybe we know why they were able to get such a good chunk of yardage on that play. That pass was illegal.
One final try for Tagovailoa. He's going to let it fly. And that'll be incomplete. The flag was down, so they took a shot, thinking it's on the defense. Let's see. They will face a 2nd and 9 now following the penalty. One final shot. They'll look to throw. And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him.
Today's final score, Ravens 38, Dolphins 30.
And looking at it from the perspective of the losing side here in this division.